just like in America. Actually, a lot of the causes for the financial crash in America came from nothing else but bloody cheating, lies and cheating. Enron, all the securitization of bad loans, the main factor, the big mistake was to securitize bad loans and for the first-rate banks to invest in them in order to earn very high interest rates. Because in the securitization process, what happened was that the people who had big bundles of unpaid mortgages, they bundled them together. So that way, they were sold in bundles to big banks. Big banks never checked the individual mortgages because they simply took a statistical average over all the mortgages on the basis of present repayment levels, like you have in life insurance, actuarial statistics. They took a purely mathematical approach. They didn't go and look at who is the guy who's borrowing his money. Can he pay? You see, that's where you have to go. You have to get down on the ground and look at who's borrowing the money and what is it realistically. What is the chance of him ever paying you? Sometimes the chance is nil. But when you securitize a whole package of these things, and you assume that statistically at least 50% will pay back, and for buying it, you buy it at a huge discount, so your interest rate on the money is much higher. Your earnings go up, provided at least 50% people pay you. But suppose nobody pays, you've lost everything. And that's what's been happening. And that's been going on for years before the crash came. So basically, it's all a matter of people who are greedy and are trying to take shortcuts to earn more money than they even need, I think. They've already got, these are very wealthy people, and they're just squeezing the blood out of the system for every last drop. That's what's been happening. I got a very good cut-out article on that by a brilliant economist who called Pettis. Sounds like either English or American. And he's a professor in Beijing University, so he must be a very young man because he's brilliant. And if to be that brilliant, and if he was an older man, he would probably be at Harvard or Oxford or something, or Cambridge or Chicago. He's in Beijing University. It probably means he's a genius about 25 years old. Up and coming. Oh, that article is fantastic. That's what he said. He put the finger on that securitization business. But basically, underlying all that is the morality.
Yes.
The lack of responsibility, the greed, the selfishness, the dishonesty, the trying to bamboozle people, pull a fast one, not give value to people, proper value, cheating attitude. That is everywhere prevalent. And that is what Obama's up against. He's recognized that. In his inauguration speech, was based on that, the revival of honesty, the old habits of morality that have been proved right time and again in history. The American people have survived terrible disasters because they came back to honesty and morality. Not